That's all right.
I'm getting it now. So, who did they pick?
It looks like it's going to be HuT.
It is HuT.
Yep.
Alright. That's, can't say I'm too surprised. It's a pretty solid pick. You don't really want to bring out your big guns kind of just yet usually. You kind of want to see if the slightly lesser players kind of, you know, can kind of do some work. But HuT, of course, a very strong player, taking out Pet at Con, like I mentioned before. So yeah, we'll have to see what how they're going to play this year. So not sure how Petrify is feeling here. Should be relatively confident. I know they used to practice a lot together, but after, of course, recently losing, he might be a little bit less confident. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, don't think TVZ is Petrify's strong suit at the moment, and I think he'd been massively practicing the ZVZ matchup, especially considering his initial group lineup at ACL Melbourne, and I think HuT actually caught him by surprise. So
yeah. Actually, fun fact: this is actually the map that Petrify lost his second game to in a pretty nail biter of a game that went for like 45 minutes. It was a really good game actually, and I feel like Petrify could have taken it, but HuT has really good multitasking, especially on a map like Whirlwind. But the players are in their respective positions, man, so why don't you go ahead and let us know where they are in case people are blind.
Alright, so we do have our pink Zerg player. It is the captain of Silicon Sports. It is Petrify, in a very convincing PVZ in the previous game, beating up the first score for Silicon Sports in this matchup against Frenetic Array. Their player they're sending out is none other than HuT. Now he's going to be looking to put on the pressure here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, definitely. Will and crossspawns. I actually kind of mixed. I have mixed feelings about who this actually benefits, as drops become really good on crossspawn. Funnily enough, as there is so much map to cover for your overlords and whatnot, especially if they open Viking. But at the same time, because it's crossspawns, ground pushes are harder to push through in the middle of the map. So I'm kind of torn. I think for really late games, this actually benefits Terran. But I think for shorter games, if a Zerg kind of tries to cheese, or if they kind of go into like an 18-minute sort of macro game where one player just kind of overpowers the other one, then I feel like this is better for Zerg.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to kind of see what happens. But
well, with the engagement areas and that sort of thing throughout the map, especially with the cross spawn, you've got a lot of area for the swarm and that sort of thing to come through and actually surround and overpower. Exactly. So if HuT doesn't go for that drop play, then it could actually swing into Petrify's favour.
Yeah, definitely. And Pet actually seems to have omnipotent senses here, because he's actually scattered cross map first with his drone, and does see HuT's going for a CC first. So he might actually go 3 hash before pool. No, he does throw down that spawning pool. He actually wanted to try out a build where he goes 3 hash before pool and then goes into roach push, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that here.
Right.
And HuT just going pretty standard CC first on Whirlwind, so pretty normal build. And yeah, we'll have to see what they want to do after this. But yeah, Whirlwind, I'm really torn on this map in TVZ, because as we said, there's so many pathways for Zerg to kind of overwhelm, but that means that Widow Mines actually become really good. And especially, this is actually something HuT does really, really well. It's really frustrating to play against. He actually puts Widow Mines just in every random spot you could think of ever. And so eventually, 30 Lings just run past one of them and they all die to one mine, and it's really, really annoying. So I'll have to see if he goes for that there. Sorry, here rather. But yeah, man, just pretty standard stuff going on at the moment. This is the part where you talk, by the way.
Yeah, I was actually just quickly looking at something else. But so how did this all come about? You might be wondering, and that's the thing. If you had a look at the post about tonight and that sort of thing, did a little bit of a blurb, sort of bit of a summary of your blog, just to hype it up a little bit. But I think you could say that Frenetic Array and Silicon Sports, we all know each other and that sort of stuff, and we have some pretty friendly banter and that sort of thing, and it just eventuated that why not? Let's have a bit of a team war and that sort of thing, and get some interest going in the C scene.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for those of you who don't know, we all kind of know each other pretty well. We've seen each other at various lands, multiple, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So we kind of we've been friends for a while. So bantering is always best amongst friends and not against actual enemies. Unless of course your name's Betrayus, who BMs everybody, but you know. whatever. He can get away with it, he's good enough, so.
Yeah, definitely.
HuT's going to come in, try and get a scout out. Sees the extra queen, so you should assume it's gasless here. Pet, of course, just taking 2 extractors as I say that. And third command's going to go now for HuT as well, so. This is pretty standard, 3cc, you know, reactor Hellions, 1 gas so far, probably 2 eBays coming up soon after Stim. And then he'll probably go into medevacs with Widow Mines, and then he'll win because he has Widow Mines, so. That's quick spread though.
I'm sort of looking at HuT's play at the moment, and that's the thing. Being a Terran player myself, and being out of the game for quite a bit, I'm sort of interested to see how the 3cc build goes and that sort of thing in this matchup, because I'd love to get back into StarCraft, and get out of gold and that sort of thing. But I got a beta key today. La la la.
Oh, Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Is it good? Is it amazing?
I haven't played it yet, so.
You haven't played it?
No,
What the hell, really?
I've been at work, man. I can't play at work.
At work? I saw Artosis stream a bit of it today. It looks good, I guess. I mean, I'm not like a big card game person in general, but looks good. We're actually gonna have some Hellions here. Try and get into these drones. Roasty toasty drones. Pet needs to pull these out. He's gonna lose maybe 4 or 5. A whole bunch more actually.
Good move. Oh, nice. Loses 3.
Yeah, loses 3. So it's always good for Terran whenever he gets free drones. Never complains about that. In the meantime, we'll probably see about another 3 racks going down here soon, shortly for HuT, and then a starport as well soon. Yeah, there goes 2 racks, and he'll probably try to push out relatively soon. Yeah, actually lifting his 3rd command center to the 3rd location already. This is actually quite greedy. So usually Terran players kind of wait for some Widow Mines to move the CC out, just in case of any sort of big Ling attacks or big any like sort of Ling Roach attacks. But he's actually moving it out like 8:30. This is like even a minute and a half before Igus moves his out, and Igus likes to move his out quite early, quite greedy as well. So HuT definitely playing balls to the wall here, and this is kind of the things this is the sort of things you need to do at this high level of play, is kind of just try and find any advantage you can. And that's what he's doing. So all more props to him.
Yeah, well, as a Terran, you really got to keep that pressure on the Zerg opponent, and just keep them on the back foot. They can't get too far ahead in the macro and that sort of thing. Otherwise, they just overwhelm you with so many units and so many reinforcements. And HuT's doing this pretty well. I think he's going to start cleaning up some creep spread. He's dropping a couple of Widow Mines here, and he's going to take out quite a few creep tuners here. Active creep tuners at that.
Nice detonation there from Pet though, actually. Just using 1 Ling to detonate, 2 Lings to detonate 2 mines, so really nice micro there from Pet. One of his stronger suits as well, actually. He's a very micro-intensive player as well, sort of similar to me. Really nice creep spread as well coming out from Pet, so he's getting sort of all the late game things he needs. More Widow Mines actually coming out there. He needs to move his Lings back, that's the
Oh, loses all those Lings. Oh, that was terrible.
Overseas heat now, so he can kill these Widow Mines, but 2 of the Widow Mines have left now, so that's really annoying for Pet. But he's on a pretty solid drone count. He's on about 55, but he does have 5 hatcheries up, so he's going to have a lot of production really soon. So this isn't the biggest deal, but it is annoying to deal with. Getting set up a few of these Widow Mines, and they're going to burrow again, but nice marker here from Pet. He's going to leave a lot of these Lings though, actually. Oh, really nice marker there.
Nice. Gotta watch out for that.
You can tell HuT is on Igus' team though, because he's a Terran player and he is up 20 supply against the Zerg at the 11-minute mark. Yeah. Classic Igus TVT. So you can tell he's been teaching him some things. But 4th hatchery is up now for Pet. So sorry, not up, but on the way. So
on the way, halfway.
He's still some position here. He's not massively behind by any means, but this the 12:30 push is what's really gonna kind of show how the game goes here for HuT.
Yeah.
Around 12:30 is when Terran kind of gets scary enough supply and a scary enough can of Widow Mines that they can actually do like a lot of damage. And then that's kind of when the rally usually starts. But on Whirlwind, it's not actually as good. So they're just going to favour Pet a little bit here. And here we go. He's going to bunch up with a couple of medevacs and a couple of Hellions. But he's actually got no Widow Mines. 2 left back at home, and he lost his other 4 doing the early pressure. So that is definitely going to favour Pet here.
So just going to keep on pressuring this 3rd base here of Pet. Obviously another scan here to take out these active tumours. Yep, there we go. Scan, taking out so many tumours that it's going to really reduce Petrify's vision here. He'll lose a couple of links here.
Yeah, very good here in army. He's going to morph a few banelings, but a few ones are already done. But there's no speed actually for these banelings, so it's good micro HuT here. He actually cleared up most of these banelings, and he does clear up most of them. Meanwhile, Lings with a few meters popped as well, but HuT's did a really nice time here. Getting a lot of damage here done. Probably, if Pet's not careful, he will lose these meters as well, but as I said, Lings and banelings do rally in, and he's going to get one medevac, but medevac with units does escape, just barely. And now this is where the rally starts. He's killed off most of the creep, so he's done that kind of big, that so important job there.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Pez is sort of struggling to rally units. 2-2's not quite done yet. Does get that medevac though, so that's good for him.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, HuT's just kind of posturing around the middle of the map, trying to get something done.
Yeah, it's just getting. It looks like he's actually sending the ant line out to the middle of the map here from HuT, but has decided to actually rally back. So. Looks like Petrify is going to consolidate his forces here and probably actually start putting on some pressure himself.
Yeah, he needs to kind of swing around and do some counterattacks or more, counterattacks just to kind of try and pressure a Terran, because if you just let Terran sit back in macro and then rally across on 3 bases, it's so hard to stop. It's like a freight train of momentum just coming at you. 2-2 is done for him, slightly ahead of HuT's 2-2, only slightly against the armor, so that is going to help him here in this push if they engage soon. But this sort of push is just so hard for Z players to stop. And meanwhile, Pet's also trying to tech to Hive as well at the same time, so he really has to hold here. If he doesn't take too much damage before Hive and Ultralisk get done, he's going to be in really good shape. But if he takes even a little bit of economic damage, it's so hard to kind of push Terran back out across the map. And kind of kill them when Ultras come out, especially on a map like Whirlwind as well. And so yeah, HuT's just going to kind of look around and try and find Pet's 4th base. He hasn't actually seen that it's in the bottom left, so that's kind of a good thing for Pet. Any time you can keep a 4th base up is a good time against Terran. And interestingly enough, not many drops coming out actually from HuT. HuT does have a medevac coming towards the 4th now, but quite late actually for 15 minutes in the game.
There's actually nothing here. Yeah, nothing there. You could actually catch this out.
He does have the middles to kill it up, but and meanwhile he's trying to push him to that 4th base. But Pet's going to run back. Oh, he loses a ton of links to that Widowmine hit there. He needs Ben's position. I'm not sure where the Ben's are. He needs to be morphing them at the moment. He's loading a lot of resources here actually, but he needs to not lose this 4th base. This 4th base is so critical for Zerg players in at this stage in the game. He absolutely needs Ben's here. The links do run in here now, but there's just not enough against these 2-2 Marines with a ton of medevac and Widowmine support. So all these drones are running now for their lives, but he needs a 4th base, and soon. Ultras have an N33s on the way, and even some Manamules going down from HuT, showing confidence there, but he does clean his attack up, but when all you do is clean up an attack from Terran and you don't crush it and then do some damage, you're not usually in the best spots here. And he is down 70 supplies of speed.
Yeah.
So not the best.
It's getting pretty intense here. There is a bit of a deny here at the 4th here for HuT, but he's going to be able to clean it up pretty quickly. There's only a couple of Widow Mines here still, but they're going to get cleaned up by these links here at the 4th.
Yeah, it's not enough. I mean, HuT's got a 5th CC as well, so he's so set for the late game. Meanwhile, Pet's just retaking his 4th now. He's still down like 70 supply. 4 Ultras are on the way, but I mean, without Infestors, you can kind of just micro against them all day. He has 1 Infestor, 2, actually no 5 now, so never mind what I just said. But yeah, I mean, even then, they won't be out in time, I don't think. I mean, this attack is coming now, and it's coming hard at, that's what she said, at the 3rd base of Pet. So, I mean, it's Lings and Bandits running in, and a pretty good Widowmine, Bailey is there, but meanwhile, there's still so much Terran stuff left alive, and he's going to lose a lot of these drones as well. More
Metamules.
Such a bastard, but hey man, if he keeps up losing, he's going to look very, very the face after this. But
double drop here as well.
Yeah,
triple drop.
Main base, so hard to catch up up here from HuT, especially he's kind of. Oh, it might even get the Ultras coming in. That was really, really bad. These Ultras kind of the only kind of way you can sort of come back in this game.
Coming back for more. Dropping Joey the Marine.
The hero Marine. Another 3 medevacs actually going to the right side of the base, so it's going to be difficult for Pet to deal with here. Does actually get the still, does so it's really nice there for HuT. There are a few millers here that can kind of repel the drops, but I mean, it's just... He's so far behind in the economic game.
Yeah, there's there's streams coming in here from HuT. He's triple pronging at the moment. He's taken out the third. He's attacking into the fourth now, and he's also seen the fifth as well. So he's going to start harassing on multiple fronts. Whereas Pet needs to consolidate and really get something going here. But I don't think he's going to have the economy to get back on an equal foot.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's got all these infestors as well. Oh.
One gets away.
One does get away with his life, but he was the infestor that the Marines left alive to send a message to the other infestors. Let's come back. But,
those synapses weren't really working that well.
Yeah, exactly. So he has to go for fourth again towards this left hand side, but I mean it's so hard to deal in this position. HuT's economy is just it's in such a good shape. He's going to lose even more if he's doing CR, so that's never good. 4 kills and 9 kills, so 13 links pretty much for free, so good trade there. And meanwhile, buying time with those winter mines, he's going to go use that space.
Oh, and getting the drone transfer as well.
Yeah, exactly, getting so many drones. I think we'll probably see Pet come out here pretty soon. This is just so frustrating to deal with as a great player. Little partition of drones and royals will come in here and attack the third. Will he actually get it? Oh,
it does
actually. Yeah, I think this is kind of the nerves and just the frustration coming through in Pet's play now. You can see he's kind of misclicking things and not really having bendings prepared and morphed already.
I think he's switched into Hearthstone already. Like he's been doing the training all day. And I did say, hey man, I hope you're ready for tonight. He goes, yeah, no problem, man, no problem.
No problem at all. Yeah, well, it is. I mean, these things happen. Like in these kind of matches, once you kind of get behind, it's hard to... Oh, nice combos there.
Yeah, very nice.
Unfortunately, even then, still not doing that. More managing was going down from HuT, but more infestors are coming out, so they didn't get the message that infestors are pretty dangerous species.
Pretty squishy.
Especially against those more...
And there's the dance as well. Oh, HuT. Going to town on the BM.
Yeah, he's really trying to show Pet off now. Might have to get HuT back next round.
This is all good, don't worry people. Silka's force will do the same if we get into a position like this.
Well yeah, I mean I can't wait to get out here and make big man, so I'm keen. Not actually sure who we'll be sending out next. But, yeah, let's see. More Widow Mines coming forward. Oh, gonna get a massive kill on these drones. So yeah, I'm not sure why Pet, to be honest, hasn't left yet, but he's got that dedication, I guess. So he's staying in the game, no matter what.
See a bit of a medevac dance at the moment.
Yeah,
just putting on a show for the spectators out there.
Yeah, that's good, man. Not a lot of people do this. I think we've seen more mana mirrors being landed than actual mirrors, so that's always a good sign.
More dancing.
More dancing.
Alright, so well done to HuT. Commiserations to Petrify. Frenetic Array take a 3-1 lead now. And we've got to work out who we're going to be sending out next.
Yeah, so I might just give me like a minute. I'm going to mute my microphone and then I'll be back, alright?
No worries, man. I'm going to check on some tunes. So,
alright, I'm good.